Thanks a lot, Kiana, and welcome to this week's Black Gold Casino Resort Alumni Spotlight. We're honored to be joined by another 49er great, Justin Smith. Hey, Justin, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me on, guys. I got the ball. Appreciate it.
First of all, we got to talk about that room. What is going on in that room? Is that your man cave behind you there?
Oh, yeah. Married with kids, you got to have a place to get away. So that's my place where I watch a lot of Niners football.
It looks great. Hey, so tell me, what are you up to now? I mean, you're out the league now. You said about your family. How are you keeping yourself busy?
Keeping up with ex-Niner guys. I still talk to quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just doing that and staying involved with my kids and all that stuff.
That's awesome. So, I know you joined the 49ers in 2008, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Now, we talk about young guys coming in the league and making an impact. You were one of those guys. Your career started at Cincinnati. Had a great career. Now, when you look at this 49ers defensive line, now it's a little beat up. And I know you follow the team a little bit. And you look at these guys, after Nick Bosa went down, some of these guys really stood up. And just talk about the intensity and what's it like to play defensive line in the National Football League.
It's intense, as you know, but the thing I like watching about him is you have a guy go down, and Nick, you got to have guys step up. That's part of the league. That's part of playing the NFL in the trenches. O-line, D-line, you're going to get nicked up. So that's part of it. Been fun to watch him respond and keep playing. And, they lost a big piece, I thought, in Buckner last year. Big guy to replace. And they've done their best, and that just takes a couple years to refill out those leadership roles and fill those voids, and hopefully they can come back bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I look at young kids like Javon Kinlaw. And when you play defensive line in this league, it's all about your reps. And Javon, he didn't play last week, but he's played in a lot of football games. And I think he's getting better. He's a big dude, long arms. He's stronger than a freaking ox. And he's going to be a good player in the National Football League. So I'm impressed by him. Have you seen Javon Kinlaw play at all?
Yeah, I've been watching these guys. I watched the game last week. I thought they got after Murray quite a bit, put a lot of pressure on him, and that's what you got to do. You got to disrupt the quarterback, got to get him off his mark, shut down the running lanes, all those things the defensive line has to do together. And I thought they were doing it. And like you were saying, there's only one way to get better at football, and that's to play football.
Yeah.
And hopefully these young guys get a lot of reps these last game and can carry it into next year and build off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and, I can remember when I was playing back in the 90s, some of our big battles were always against the Dallas Cowboys in that offensive line. In your career, when you think of an offensive lineman, like the best offensive lineman or the best offensive lineman, or the offensive lineman you look most forward to playing against, who was that, or what team was that?
Man, I would say consistently team-wise, Baltimore always had probably year in, year out. I was in that division, but also came back and played them a few times. Just well-coached, the type of guy that they go out and get, in the draft. They definitely have a guy that they have in mind. And they plug and play him, and it's like the same line's been going on for 20 years out there. Just, just rolling ball with butcher knives.
Yeah.
But for me, I play against a lot of good ones. And if you play long enough, you're going to play against a lot of good ones. But Walter Jones really stands out in my mind.
Yeah.
It's probably just the most legit one. I'll be watching the scoreboard, waiting for the game to be over with. Playing against that guy in my younger days. So he was a good one.
It was like that for me with Jackie Slater, the All-Pro, all Hall of Famer for the Rams. We played him twice a year. And he kicked my butt every year, but I learned something every time I played against Jackie Slater. So it was truly a good time, but it was always a challenge. I was always looking forward to that challenge. So good for you. What else? What else is going on, man? Anything exciting? You're to come to the Bay Area and see it sometime soon, or what?
Yeah, I try to get out there. With this COVID deal, it's been hard this year. That's for sure. I'm sure playing football and all those guys are hunkered down.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure the season keeps going off like they have. I didn't think they get the season off like they did, honestly. So I've been pumped to watch the NFL get a whole season in. So that's been awesome.
Yeah.
But, you know, it just is what it is right now. And getting forward to everything, getting back to normal and coming out and seeing some games and get a little bit of that normalcy back. And you know, football is meant to be played with fans. It's not the same without the fans in there. And I'm sure the guys that are playing would definitely tell you that.
Yeah. Well, it's been a lot different. I mean, it's been really weird. There's, you know, no one at Levi's Stadium and, you know, no fans, no cheering. And I think it makes a difference. I think you're right about that. And the team has a big challenge this week. They're in Arizona, but they're playing a division rival. And you know oh so well the Seattle Seahawks. And they have an opportunity to finish the season strong. Just talk about some of those battles you had against the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, man. I mean, my last years there, I mean, we were the two going at it, probably the two premier teams, and just happened to be in the same division. And I mean, they're still right up there. I mean, for the Niners to finish out how they want to finish out. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. It's always about getting the playoffs. So this year, this last game, this is a big scouting game of who they're going to keep, who they're going to use to build for next year, what pieces they need coming in the draft to take on a team like Seattle and knock them back off the top, because I mean, that's why you play the game. You play to get in the playoff, the dance, and try to make a run at it. I mean, if you don't, you ain't going to play long if that ain't your goal.
Yeah, you got to compete for championships, man. Thank you, Justin, for joining me on today's Black Oak Casino Alumni Spotlight. And thank you for being an honorary captain for today's game.